Bueno, pues muy buenas tardes y bienvenidos a otra entrevista más. Hoy nos movemos hacia el norte, hacia Islandia, un gran país, pequeño pero gran país, con uno de los participantes del Söngvakeppnin, con Langi Seli. Good ball, Langi Seli.
Hey, okay.
So,
How are you feeling, guys?
Very good.
Very good.
How's the weather in Spain?
how's the weather in Spain? Well, it depends where you are. He's in Canary Islands, and I am on the north
I'm in
of
Canary
Spain.
Island.
Sí.
Okay.
So here is sunny
first of
but
all,
cold,
mhm,
and there how is the weather there, Omar?
we have the sense of the sun of the Saharan desert above us, so it's a little bit complicated to breathe.
Okay.
So, Omar, start, please.
I want to ask you first of all, what are your how is your feeling to being able to participate in Söngvakeppnin? How went the process about participating in the Icelandic national final?
Should I?
Yeah.
It's fairly straightforward. We have a lot of tunes, and we sent in a tune last year, around October or November sometime, for the competition, and then we ended up in the as one of the tunes that they picked for the two semi-finals.
How was the feedback in Iceland of your song? It has been good, has been not good, has been how have been?
Well, it has been more than okay. It has been very good so far.
Cool. So, Omar?
What are the inspiration and the story behind your song? Okay.
Well, it's let's say it's about it doesn't matter what you do if you know the way home, everything will be okay.
And you are the only ones in the national final that didn't bring us a English version. I suppose that in the case that you are going through the final, you will maintain in Icelandic. Why?
We are an Icelandic band, and we like the rhythm of the Icelandic English tune. But we have also part of it, like the chorus. Okay, is okay. So we think it would be enough.
Everybody can sing along in the chorus.
Yeah.
It's international.
It is easy to sing. Thanks, David.
So the last time Iceland sent something rock, more or less, was on 2019 with Hatari. So do you think Iceland and Europe is prepared to some Icelandic rock?
Yeah, hopefully some. Rockabilly, rock something. We definitely think it will be okay.
Yeah. Europe needs more rock and roll.
What?
If nine not wrong, we are one of the veterans of the most veteran participants besides Moa, because I saw that her is singing from the 90s in Iceland. What are your thoughts about all these younger participants in the Söngvakeppnin with these different kind of sounds and the evolution of the contest of the Icelandic scene?
Well, I think as far as the contest goes, I mean, I think it's similar to all other Scandinavian countries. It started out small, and then it's just grown bigger and bigger. And then I don't really know about, each year, I think this year was more than 200 something songs that they applied, was sent into the contest. And I'm not quite sure really how, they picked out the tunes, You were thinking about the age group or something, about the younger bands, artists?
Omar?
Sorry, I didn't understand the doubt.
Omar
Sorry.
is asking. I understood that he's asking if you. They are asking if you are asking about
Yes.
the age difference, or are you asking about another thing?
I am
I
asking for the
understood.
difference. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. Ik heb mijn reference. I think we know some of the other acts, but I think most of them are quite sort of new on the scene, the music scene in Iceland. Moa, she's been around for quite a long time, not as long as we.
No, we are the oldest one. Like
I have the doubt because I know I'm looking for both of all the information and I remember that both are one of the veterans. I didn't remember one or more older than another. And if you heard the other song, the other songs of Söngvakeppnin, what song is your favorite? Is your favorite one besides yours, of course?
You mean in Icelandic?
Yeah.
I mean, one is your favorite song besides yours of the Söngvakeppnin this year?
Yeah.
Or the one you listen more. For example, if you don't wanna say a favorite.
I haven't made up my mind yet about it.
It's too hard to pick one.
Yeah,
I agree.
So
our music is a little bit from the other end of the spectrum, so we are more there.
So there are two questions that we ask to all the people we interview here. So if your song has to be on a movie or TV series soundtrack, which movie or TV series would it be, and why?
Whoa. Some Fast and Furious, I think. Some rock and roll.
Maybe Simpsons.
And
That's
if
a
your
good one. That's a good one.
And if your song has to be a color, which color would it be? How do you see your song in a color, for example?
Black and white and red.
Okay. Yeah.
That's nice. I know that sometimes Iceland did bring us some stages for being creative about about the stage. But if you can give us any clue about your costumes or the stage that we use in the semi-final. If I remember it, you will act in the semi-final one in the next Saturday, I guess.
Well, I think.
Well, we wake up in the morning and we do our hair too.
Leather jackets,
and that's it.
A lot of lead, I imagine, no?
I think the way that we will present ourselves is pretty much the way that we do when we play live. I mean, we're basically a live band.
Yeah. Okay. So Iceland has been participating in Eurovision since 1986. They gave us a lot of iconic performances. So, which Icelandic act in Eurovision is your favorite?
Oh, yeah.
Well, at least the nostalgia, I think it's Glädjebanken. I mean, you can't beat those clothes and that look.
Also, it was the first one, so it was a big one for us.
How was living that the debut of Iceland in Eurovision? I think it was I imagine, better said, I imagine that it was a really big deal.
The what?
The debut, the first act of Iceland in the Eurovision Song Contest in that, as you say, I imagine that it was a big deal.
Well, it was a big day for us, the first time for everyone here. And there were lots of hopes to get the first 2 or 3, and we ended in 16th.
Yeah.
So.
And besides Iceland, what is your favorite Eurovision song?
Well,
good question. At least as a kid, I remember this tune from Israel. Hoopa hula 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 hoopa hula.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I know that.
We know that. We are young, but we watch some
We know.
historical songs.
I think I know the song. I think I know.
Maybe not
Yes.
the best, but at least the one that I remember the best.
There was two
Well,
guys with a black suit and a.
Mhm.
But okay, Israel 1987, Omar.
well, the first one that I remember that was something for me was Waterloo when I was with ABBA, of course.
Waterloo, yes.
Waterloo, yeah. And if you go to Liverpool, are you going to maintain your because you are a live band? Are you going to maintain the things you are gonna do in the national final, or are you going to scale it up to a bigger stage?
Good question. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think for now we are just going for it as it is, and yeah, I think we'll play it somehow.
And I always be curious about the Icelandic music scene. So I ask the same.
Omar, let me say, Omar is such a fan of Iceland. He's such a fan.
David no quería marcarme una Ainhoa, pero gracias. Okay, there's big take. I wanted to ask also to the Icelandic participants if you would like to see someone from Iceland, can be a friend, can be an idol of you, participating in Söngvakeppnin, or even participating in Eurovision, representing Iceland.
Come again? I didn't really get the question.
Okay, if you wanted to, who singer or group band do you want to see participating in Eurovision or in Söngvakeppnin besides all the participants of this year?
Someone that we would like to see participate.
Yes.
Yeah, from Iceland, from your country.
Well, I mean, I doubt that Björk will ever do it, but it would be
Yeah. I would say it would be nice to have Sigurós playing the background music for Björk.
I want to see Sigur Rós one day. He's such an amazing musician.
Yeah.
So, guys, thanks so much to join us. I hope the best for you in the semifinal. Fingers crossed for the final. If you want to say a last word for close this interview, is your moment. You can say whatever you want.
Okay, Europe. I think it will be okay.
Okay.
Tack för Langi, Seli. Thank you so much. We will close now the interview in Spanish. Estos han sido Langi, Seli y han sido los últimos islandeses que vamos a tener aquí en Eurorelinchu. Muchísimas gracias a todos por seguirnos. Hemos sido David Urdingo y Omar Betancor. Si quieren ver más entrevistas como estas y más vídeos hablando de música, síganos, suscríbanos en nuestro canal de YouTube y también síganos en redes sociales. Somos Eurorelinchu en Twitter y en Instagram. Nos vemos en el próximo vídeo. Chao, chao.